What is up, people? Welcome back to the show. Now, we had a little topic switch up there for a minute because I just had to throw a couple things out. But today we're gonna talk about Porsha and Dennis. Is they broke up? Is they not? Or nah? We're gonna go over there by Tokyo Tony's page because apparently she been on Instagram doing some shit. We're gonna talk about Lauryn Hill's daughter, Saleh. I don't really know how to say it, but what I do know is that she's saying that her mama been Joe Jackson her ever since she was a kid. But I'm sitting here trying to figure out Lauryn Hill been late to everything else. Did she show up in time to beat your ass, Saleh? Did she get her chakras aligned before she beat your ass, Saleh? I mean, it's hard for me to think that somebody that smoked trees and forests worth of ganja and have to meditate for 3 hours before they even get up out of their bed. Is that damn pitiful and that damn tough? But maybe they are. We're going to get into it. We're going to talk about fat ass Ceelo. They got a whole lot to say about people in the industry, and I'm going to just give y'all my honest opinions of these people. I don't feel like being nice. I just feel like telling it like it is. All right. Can y'all hear me and see me good before we get it popping? Because I'm ready to get it popping. Let's go ahead and get this popping. All right, share this screen. We're going to share this screen over there at the Neighborhood Talk, our favorite place. All right, okay, we good. So now first we're going to talk about Lakeith Stanfield, who is an actor and a comedian. One of my favorite roles that I seen him in was on the show Atlanta. I don't really know what happened to Atlanta. It was starring Donald Glover, Lakeith, and some other lady, but pretty much it came on for like 2 seasons and then went away, and we don't know if it's going to come back or not. I don't know. Donald Glover is weird as hell. And so is Lakeith Stanfield. But Lakeith Stanfield has been posting some pretty interesting things to his IG. He has now since cleaned up his IG, except for one post telling everybody that he's okay. But I don't feel that he's okay. So let's get into it, and then we're going to talk about it. All right, so y'all see that there? That's a pill bottle that he's pouring vodka in. And he said, I like to be by myself because I can hurt myself and no one tells me to stop or fake likes like they care. Now, as you guys can see from this medical prescription, I didn't write this. You know, I play a doctor, but I'm not a real doctor. I'm a peopleologist, not a cardiologist, a head doctor, you know, not Phaedra type of head doctor either. I'm not a real doctor, but this is like a real script. You see his name for Corvidolol or whatever from Cedars-Sinai. Damn, all you celebrities go there to Cedars-Sinai to either give birth or leave this earth. You know, you go to Cedars-Sinai when you're a celebrity to give birth or leave this earth. And I'm willing to bet that whatever this MK Ultra script is that they gave Lakeith is probably going to take it from this earth. But we're going to see. Look at that. Just silly. Oh, I'm sorry. Now he's pouring more liquor in it. Okay, moving right along to this last one, where it appears that he has made lean. And yes, there are a lot of ways to make lean, but this looks like lean to me. Lean, ain't it basically codeine, Sprite, put you a Jolly Rancher in it, swirl it around at the bottom, you know, put a little antifreeze if you low on some shit, not too much, but just a little bit. I'm just asking y'all, ain't that what lean is? You know, the cough syrup, you know, double styrofoam cup, you don't want it leaking, you know what I'm saying? And they had you all woozy like Weezy F baby. Please say the baby. Bottoms up. All right. And so as you guys can see in these pill bottles, yes, they weren't empty. I don't know if he took the pills out just to fill it up with the liquor so that we can actually watch it or not. I really don't know. But what I am here to tell you is that the first person, you know, Lonnie Love here on the side, you know, Lonnie Love is everywhere that their liquor is. You know, liquor, there's liquor and white men. Lonnie is there. Oh, did we get a donation? Did we got a donation? Thank you, LaDacia. I appreciate that. You know, Lonnie Love is everywhere where there's liquor, and she saw dark liquor, and she just had to run, and she said, he's okay, stay tuned. Lonnie Love, you know, just like you halfway do your diets, and you halfway do your cleanses, and you halfway do everything in life, you halfway told us What in the hell is going on? How you just gonna say he okay? Stay tuned. Stay tuned for what? Is he okay or is he not? Is there more to come? Was this a prank? Was this a joke? Why did you leave us with this, Lonnie? Or did you just want some attention over there on your page? Did you just want us to think that you got some clout? Oh, is this another? Okay. Or did you just want us to think that you got some clout and that you got some pull in the industry and that, you know, you was going there to help your boy? Which is it, Lonnie Love? You don't help nobody but your damn self. Have you helped your man that's, you know, eating new cakes and hitting new cakes? I hope that man spread new cakes. I hope he put his face in your cakes, Lonnie Love, just like, you know, when Octavia Spencer made that Mrs. Minute Pie. You know, made the minute pie and say, "Eat my shit." You know, I wonder when he get in there, do he feel like he in the jungle of Africa? I want to know how he feel when he got them cheeks spread and he get all the heat up out of there, because you know it'd be a whole lot of heat. Does he suck the hair out? The hair. Oh, does he suck the air out of them cakes, Lonnie Love, and swallow, or do he spit it out? I want to know. Do you swallow or spit it out? We want to know too. Anyway, I say all this to say I've been sitting here trying to figure out why all these celebrities are tripping, why they are all out of their mind, and now I'm here to tell you that it is my belief that between us coming out of the retrograde, a lot of these celebrities are low on money, low on friends, low on everything, because COVID-19, they put everybody on the same playing field. In addition to that, a lot of the people around these celebrities that they thought was their friends, that they thought loved them, you know, the family that called you and came to visit all the time, now ain't coming around at all. And not because of COVID-19. Them always can come with some masks on, but they not. You know why? Because your bankroll ain't rolling in. So you can't help such and such get a car. You can't help such and such pay their bills. And so that's why you see entertainers that are literally depressed, because everything that they thought around them was true was a lie, including their damn industry. And they don't know when they're going back to work. We don't know. A lot of them are so far down deep and in the gutter. Is now they got to come on YouTube, you know? The same place a lot of y'all said y'all would never come. You too, Lonnie. You said you ain't gonna be talking in your kitchen, and now you're talking in your kitchen and losing co-hosts. And so, anyway, we're gonna pray for Lakeith here and that he gets it together, whatever's going on. I hope he can get some help pretty soon. But yeah, all these celebs are literally just taking themselves out. Are y'all ready to move on to talk about this fool here? Storm, I love the new car. Name it Chasers. Okay, I kind of like the name Hustle too. Do he lick the mud? Is that on the that stain on the side? You know what, Lil Star, you are my kind of people. You're my kind of people. But at least he uses organic spices. You know, he might OD, but baby, he was not having no preservatives in his seasonings. You know, that's what got me about Prince too. No offense to my Prince lovers, don't rain down on me. But I'm just here to say, ain't it something how the man was vegan? You know, didn't have cell phones, except a flip one, you know, didn't allow this, didn't allow that, but just was addicted to them pills. It's just like you know, you probably should have just smoked weed and ate a burger. You know, you might have been a little thickums, Prince, but we would still have you here. I don't know. Or did you Kumatati take him out? We'll talk about that later. Moving right along, we're going to talk about something, I dare say we're going to talk about one of the most undesirable men in the world. This is a man that no woman finds attractive. I don't give a damn how much money he got. You are literally waiting. When he gets on top of you, I don't even believe he can get on top anymore because he's so big. So when he get on the side and energize a bunny you with his carrot, I know y'all cannot wait until his sweaty ass is done so you can collect the bag and get back to doing what you are doing. Ain't that right, Ceelo? See, you used to women, Ceelo, you know, getting money out of you, get that bread, get that head and leave. Get that bread, get that head and leave. You so used to that because nobody actually likes you for you. Nobody has ever found you desirable. You know, Ceelo, I know it's hard because you've never been the guy that the girls say like, oh, he's so cute, or oh, he's so fine. You've never had that, Ceelo. It's never been yours. Who okay. It's never been yours. You've never been that guy. You wasn't really the funny guy. You weren't the athletic guy because, well, you don't have no arms. I mean, your arms are so short. I don't even think you was wiping your ass good. I think you might have been getting beat like Lauryn Hill's daughter was getting beat for leaving all them skid marks in your drawers. I'm sure your man was talking about you and your skid marks a lot. I'm sure in the gym locker room they was talking about your skid marks too. I know it was hard when you got to be a certain age and all the other boys were hitting their growth spurts and you stayed the same size all the way into adulthood. I know you kept walking around saying, I'm gonna grow. And they're like, bro, you're 35, you're done growing. And so I'm trying to figure out why, Ceelo, after all of that shit, you are now gonna come and say that Nicki, Cardi, Meg, these new female raps, it feels a little desperate to you. It feels like they're doing a lot in order to get attention. And Ceelo, these are the very same types of girls that you like. So now you don't want them to use what they got to get what they need and want. Ceelo, why are you coming after the girls in the industry, the Nickis, the Megs, the Cardis that don't actually run anything? Because let's tell the truth. If you're an artist, you're not running shit. Why you, Ceelo, with your Tyrannus Rex looking ass? I'm surprised. Did anybody procreate with you? I could never. Women, protect your uteruses. With the Jay-Z's and the Ceelos of the world, y'all really cursing these babies to bad bodies and bad faces forever? All just because, oh, I got enough money, so it doesn't matter. You still gonna be ugly. What? You better keep selling records, because if your babies ever have to go to regular life, whoop, they're gonna really know how ugly they is. Lyric galore. Stop having these damn kids, these niggas. Anyway, I say all that to say, let's read a little bit about what Ceelo had to say. I don't want to just drag him, you know. So he said a lot of music today is very unfortunate and disappointing on a personal and moral level. Oh, now you got morals, Ceelo. When did you ever have those? Especially the way you was treating your girlfriend on marriage boot camp, Ceelo. You was the same one that won't marry that girl after 8 years, cussing her out all the time. You was the one, Ceelo. Remember when you told that story about that white boy spitting in your chest because he said you ain't shit, ain't gonna be shit, was never gonna be shit, and you took that as driving motivation to become the short little chubby asshole that you are today, Ceelo? How can you say you got all these morals and values, but you don't give a damn about your BMI, your cholesterol, your sugar, your salt, your nothing? You know, we know you ain't too far, you know, from hitting them limits where you gonna be going into diabetic shock pretty soon. Or I know that pressure up too. You got the sugar or you got that pressure. You got one of them. You look like the face of diabetes. You know, you got to get your shit together. So does Cedric the Entertainer. Okay. There was once a time when we were savvy enough to code certain things. Oh, you mean like Uncle Luke? You mean like all the gangster rap? Oh yeah, y'all was really coding things. We could express to those it was meant for with the style of language we use. But now music is shameless. It is sheer savagery. I think you screwing any woman, no matter how grotesque she may be, is considered savage. I mean, I know. We still don't even know if Ceelo is actually human. I'm just saying. Ceelo then added that there should be a time and place for adult content. There should be a time and place to ever see you in public, and it's at night. He went on to suggest that musicians often perpetuate stereotypes and that those who have been established for a long time can be negative role models for younger artists. It's problematic. We suffer from it because there are those that have nothing to do with it, but it is assumed of everyone. You have heads of state like Nikki or someone who was up there in accolade, success, visibility, a platform to influence. Nikki could be effective in so many other constructive ways, but it feels desperate. Oh, you mean the same Nikki that had to deal with a 2-year hate train? You mean the same Nikki that name is always being dragged to some shit every time something happened with a brother, well, with a husband? That's your husband, Nikki. Nah, something go wrong with your husband, we gonna talk about it. I can't even feel bad for you on that. But when it came to her brother, when it came to her daddy, when it came to that other girl that threw a shoe, you know, at a damn party, anything that involved Nikki, y'all turn Nikki down. Nikki ain't trying to tear herself down. It's hard for her to be influential when everybody's trying to copy and trash her at the same damn time. Why would you bring Nikki's name into this? Ceelo, Nikki is at home, pregnant, and really getting in love with her bump. Now, you had your bump for the last 30 years. Let Nikki enjoy her bump that's only going to be there for 9 months. Why are you still pregnant, Ceelo? Why haven't you lost your baby weight, Ceelo? That is what we truly need to know. After suggesting Nikki's influence on hip-hop was ultimately negative, he added, attention is also a drug and competition is around. He indicated that he believes that Cardi and Megan might pay for their sexually explicit music down the line. How they going to pay? You mean Jakuma Tati gonna make them pay, or they gonna pay in their personal lives? Well, their personal lives are already shitty. You know, look who Cardi married. She married a praying mantis that's going to continue to cheat on her until the end of time. Look at Megan. Megan likes screwing garden gnomes that shoot it in the pinky toe, have her running like Della Reese when the shit don't work out. So both of their choices in men is what's going to be their problem, not them in some sexually explicit lyrics. The same lyrics that have been there since, the beginning of hip-hop, rap, and all that. Just saying. Cardi B and Megan Thee Stallion, they are all more or less doing similar salacious gesturing to get into a position. I mean, if y'all would just actually let them write regular music, they wouldn't have to do that. I get it, the independent woman and being in control, the divine femininity and sexual expression. You know, you understand independent women, you understand femininity in my Alexander Rogers voice, but you don't understand exercise, diet, lap band, lipo, BBL, waist trainer. You don't understand none of that. But you understand the divine femininity. Okay. I get it. It all comes at what cost? Okay, now let's just look at some Ceelo lyrics here from Necromancer. He said it's naughty, very naughty necrophilia. Without a care, I'm compassionate about killing her. I'd have my way with what's left of the will in her. Y'all steady trying to assault women. Why are you fat dudes gotta assault women like that? I forgot. You can't get them to lay down with you no other way. Cosmopolitans and cocaine and an occasional pill in her. Do y'all see that? Do y'all see them lyrics? He said, cosmopolitans, cocaine, and an occasional pill in her. Pop a Molly in her champagne, and she ain't even know it. It's a whole bunch of these girls getting drugged by these guys. These guys ain't even got the money and they even got to do that no more. They still out there doing that shit. When she spoke, I saw a spark, but it was dark. So I drove her home when she died. Sexy. What? Suicide? Sweet nothings for the numb. You feel where I'm coming from. Have no fear. Everything's fine. My girl parties all the time. A body in my bed. She was cool when I met her, but I think I like her better dead. Ceelo, I just hope you know you opened yourself up to a whole bunch of scrutiny. We are all digging in your past, and I'm putting out an official PSA that says if you have ever been screwed over, screwed on, or screwed upon, pissed on, any of that by the Ceelo Green, make sure you contact Storm Monroe so we can get you on the show to tell your damn story. Ceelo, you worried about sexually explicit lyrics, but you popping pills in people's drinks. Y'all ready to move on to the next topic? Because I am. All right, moving right along from that. We got to talk about Porsha Williams here. Looking good, looking sexy. Now, I got to ask y'all this. You know, it said in Porsha's arrest photo, it said she's 136 pounds. Is Porsha 136 pounds? Is it all booty? Is this an older picture? I feel like Porsha a little bit thicker than that. I don't know. Maybe I got it wrong. She do look good, though. She do. I like your sister better. But Porsha said that you was really lucky. Relax. And then we go on to see that Workwind Celebrate Dennis and Porsha are no longer following each other. Now, what you guys do have to know that right now, the newest season 13 of Real Housewives of Atlanta, has started taping, and so I am sure that whatever has happened between them this time, we will see chronicled out on the show, because you know, without Nene, a lot of the girls don't have a storyline. They don't have anybody else to come over and nobody to lick bottoms anymore to be on top. Shout out to Eva and her holy trinity of nativity. Eva, how you been doing in your holy trinity of nativity? Looking to the left, looking to the right, naps, all in your sight. How you been? We don't miss you at all. All right, moving right along from that. I got another theory that this could literally be either a storyline or he cheating again, but he's going to continue to cheat and he's going to always cheat because Dennis is a dirty damn dog. And I called him community dick, and yes, he blocked me, but it's the damn truth. You know, quite frankly, Porsha, you and that Queen Virgin Remy, no, you ain't Queen Virgin Remy. You're Go Naked Hair. Queen Virgin Remy is the company your man finesse out of another chick's pockets. Okay, you Go Naked Hair. I know Go Naked Hair is like real human hair, but I think that's where you're going wrong, because you wearing your Go Naked to bed. What you need to do is shave off a dog's fur, sew it in on some tracks, put that on your head, and I think your man will be humping your leg from sundown to sunup. I truly think so. I think this whole time you've been carrying yourself as a lady when you should be carrying yourself as a bitch, a female dog, like a female pit bull or something. That's now not like Gail dog headed ass, not her. You know, he don't want no old puppy that's about to go out the pasture and get put down. What he wants is a young supple pup. I think that you bought 2 titties, you probably should have bought like 4 more so you can suck on all your others. I think that's really what he wants. Oh, you pregnant now currently? That's what the streets say. I mean, you might as well go ahead and give him another baby so he can have some, some milk, some lactating milk to suck out for the next 6 months. Y'all both gonna lay in the bed and eat Oreos all day during your pregnancy anyway, and so you probably might just want to do that, Porsha. That's probably why he keeps cheating. The other girls, they get on all fours, put the dog on their back, while Dennis hitting it, he licked the peanut butter off the dog cooch. You know how I go down. You keep going downstairs in the refrigerator, Porsha, trying to figure out why ain't no peanut butter, why ain't no jelly, why your man balls so sticky. And now you know why, because I'm letting you know. And so I know this clip here won't be a Real Housewives of Atlanta because it's a little too raunchy for Bravo. But I'm just here to let you know, drop that 0, get a hero, but you won't because your IQ is literally 0. Porsha ain't got a brain, but she's getting there and she's learning. And now she knows what the Underground Railroad really was. And I'm proud of her for doing her father good. But I'm just letting you know, Porsha, the trick and the secret to keeping your man at home is to put a little dog fur on your scalp. Matter of fact, put a little dog piss around your bed. Let him make his territory too. It might be the problem. He's pissing on everybody's porch because you won't let him piss on yours. Come on now, Porsha. You got to figure something out, baby. You got to do better. Moving right along from that. Last story. How y'all doing? She going for the hot dog chain. Hope he cheating with women. I want better for Porsha. She bad. She is bad, but she's very dumb. Okay, moving right along. Now we're going to talk about Lauryn Hill's daughter, Salah Marley, who speaking on her life with Lauryn, growing up with Lauryn, and why it was so bad with Lauryn. And then the next clip we're going to see is Saleh. I don't know how to say shit. Also speak on why, Lauryn Hill always be late. So I can already tell that the fact that you made this video, number one, you must not be living in your mama house no more. Because, if you got a black mama, you can't really talk stuff about your black mama and still live. Have your teeth, your knees, your elbows, your legs, or anything, pretty much. But, you must be out your mama house. You probably off the payroll. Did your mama kick you off the Medicaid health insurance? Lauryn Hill ain't worked in a long time. Did she qualify for Medicaid? Hell no, Lauryn Hill still get money. She owed the government like $2 million not too long ago and said, send me to jail. Because I ain't paying it back. I ain't got it. She was Tierra Marie. I ain't got it. 56 didn't want his money, Tierra. And so, say like, we just want to know, why speak out now of all times? But let's get into it, and we're going to chat as we go.
Of how much of my life I've fucked up and how much of me is fucked up simply because my dad just wasn't around. And there's just a void where there should be a person. And it's honestly really hard. It's really hard. It's so hard, day in, day out. And I feel like this is common in the Black community. But not even that, but it's just the things I've done, the things I've done because of the trauma, the deep trauma. Yeah, I actually called him yesterday. Of how much of my...
Now, before we play this next clip, yes, it is sad that her dad was not there for her. Yes, it is sad when any child does not have their dad. And to all the men out there, stop. This is what happens when you create these babies and you're not there for them. You have to deal with this shit later on in life. And so that's sad and unfortunate, but unfortunately, it's so common in the Black community that it's not even a story that's unheard of. So, okay, let's move along.
Call him because I was just bawling, crying. I just called him and I was just like, yo, where were you, bro? Like, where were you? You know, like, and then I called my mom, and I was like, how come you and my dad didn't, like, try harder for each other if you had 5 kids together? And it just honestly hurts so bad, because it's like, I was like Googling. I was on Google researching what's it like to have a father.
Wow.
And then I realized how much I throw on Michael and how much I project onto him, how much I take out on him, how much I just like abuse the situation, call him, because I was just like bawling, crying, like how I'm lost, just lost, because he can't fix that wound. He can't be he's not my dad. He's not my dad, you know? And I feel like I'm emotionally stunted because I almost feel like, and none of you would know this because you don't ever see me in that way, because obviously you're not going to, but I will fully break down and have a panic attack and like lose my shit, like lose my shit, and like a child, and I'm starting to feel like I have a form of split personality to some degree. I mean, not to like, you know, diagnose myself, but just a form of split, because it's like I feel like a part of me stopped growing at the age that my dad left.
Ooh.
How I'm lost.
Now that is a good point. I would say that is a good point, because I have heard that a lot of people, I've heard this from like psychologists, people that work in that field, that when a person goes through a traumatic event, sometimes their mental growth and emotional growth is literally stunted at that age. And so if she's really trying to figure out what happened with her mom and her dad, one, she might want to go listen to the Miseducation of Lauryn Hill album. She might just want to go listen to it. You know, that album got many of y'all, many of your mamas, many of your grandmamas through many breakups. So she might want to start there. But she did hit on a point with that. So he was there at some point. He was at some point, you know, to make 5 kids, just not there to be consistent. All right.
Just lost, because whenever that stopped, you know, like I feel like something just stopped, or maybe it never grew, it never developed. So especially when it comes to whenever that stopped, you know, like I feel like something just stopped, or maybe it never grew, it never developed. So especially when it comes to whenever that stopped, you know, like
now, where is the video I saw earlier about the damn abuse? It might be gone off of here now. Hold on, let me see. I know I saw that earlier. If not, I'm gonna move right along from that. Damn it, I thought I had it up here. I guess the hell not. I guess not. So what do y'all think so far on that? Katrina said, but she had a father figure. This is about her father not being there and her growing up with being mentally fragmented. I know I saw something about Lauryn beating her and now I can't find it. But my thing is, for a lot of kids that grow up without dads, or if they did not have a dad that was there consistently, this is what you get as an adult. You have a person that is emotionally damaged. You have a person that is an asshole to the world. You as a person that you have an adult here, but still has childlike outbursts because he never fully lived through their childhood. And so I suggest therapy. I know COVID-19 is real and everybody's running to, you know, social media as therapy, but social media is not your therapy. Social media is going to talk about you, make fun of you. Like, social media is this dark, deep abyss of a type of world that just, it ain't really even real. So I don't know why she came to us to tell us. I can't believe people really are telling her to get over it. Father figures are not the same as bio dad. I get that. I understand. So let's move on to the next clip here.
Wait, someone said something. Oh yeah, why she's always late? I don't know, actually. That's something for her to figure out, honestly. I can't really. I think my mother gets anxiety sometimes. I also think that she'd be on black people time. You know what I mean? I'm not her. Like, I don't know. Ask her. Wait, someone said something. That much. My parents, man. My mom's not Diddy. She's not Beyonce.
Damn.
Like, you have to understand who we're talking about. Lauryn Hill was like a fucking revolutionary who gave up all that shit, you know? Like, it'd be one thing if my parent was like Hove, you know, like my mom was a little bit more of a, I'll reject that much. My parents, man.
Well,
my mom's not Diddy. She's not Beyonce.
I mean, well, the shade of it all. The shade of it all. Yes, I know why Clef is eating that up. I know why Clef is eating that up because, well, Lauryn Hill messed over Wyclef. But I'm not going to demonize Lauryn Hill for cheating on Wyclef because men cheat on women every day and we don't demonize them for that. So I'm just not going to demonize her for that. It was what it was. And so what I wanted you guys to do was to come in, give me your thoughts on this stuff here. I truly don't know where my damn video went that I had, and I hate when this stuff happens. But you guys can definitely come in, give me your take on the topics. Keep your comments short, keep it brief. Be pep, have some pep in your step if you do come on. Big facts, yes, shady. It's very shady. OMG, so ungrateful. I just have a reason to believe that Lauryn Hill has cut her off, but I can't tell this girl how to process her trauma. I just don't think it's good to process the trauma on social media because they're not going to give you nothing back. I think she has resentment toward her mother and her father. I would agree. Wait a minute, Wyclef was married when him and Lauryn Hill was messing around too? Oh God, I don't feel sorry for neither one of them. Her daddy is Rohan Marley, Bob Marley's son. One of his many kids. I mean, if you look, I mean, Saleh, look, you gotta understand, if your daddy can't keep it in his pants, he learned it from his daddy. You know, Bob Marley had about 15 wives or something like that. Now, Storm, you know you did Porsha wrong with that picture with her wig looking. I do not know what you're talking about. Hey, shout out to Vita Lux Look. I actually got your package in the mail. She needs to chill. She needs to take a chill pill. Her mom was a bomb. She needs to smoke the weed that her mom smoked. Just don't smoke the crack. But she definitely needs to smoke the weed and calm down. But most importantly, she needs to heal herself. And maybe she felt like she had to get that out. But I'm telling you, to me, there's an underlying tone of a get back at you. Because why did we ever have to know this? Like, we don't talk about Saleh on a regular. Why tell us now? Wasn't 14 or 15. Ooh, wasn't Lauryn 14 or 15 when Wyclef started messing around with her? Just like, not Remy Ma. My name is Remy Ma. Foxy Brown. Jay-Z was messing around. Jay-Z got Foxy pregnant at 16, allegedly. Let's see. Did you get the water jug? No, I have not got a water jug yet. Yeah. Think about it, Storm. My parents didn't play with whippings. I mean, that's true. But where's the line? But I hate now I can't find a video to even pull it up. So let's get a couple people up here. We're going to do S-Class Styles first. What's going on, S-Class?
Wagwan, everybody. You hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. What's your thoughts on the topics tonight?
Well, okay. I know a little bit about the Marleys, of course, because I'm Jamaican. So
okay,
the thing is,
school us on the Jamaican culture, please.
Not tonight. Anyway, so the Marleys pretty much have given up their black side, honestly. for the most part. So what I was saying in the comments was the kids that are mixed, they have a better relationship with their fathers. The black ones, the fully black kids,
Uh,
children, they don't share that same, relationship with them. Why? I really can't say why, because it's different, because it's you see it's a few of them, so it's more than one, so I can't say it's one reason,
mm-hmm.
but that's pretty much how that's how we pretty much how we see the Marleys right now. We don't
Oh,
really, it's like we tolerate them. We don't really, we respect them, but
right.
it's not really,
Well,
even when
I'll tell you this. I think it's pretty sad that they are dismissing their black offspring and they only want the white ones, half white, whatever.
Mhm.
It sounds like the Jacksons to me because the Jacksons are largely the same way. But
Mhm.
I don't know. I don't think nobody liked themselves. I don't know. It's sad though. It's really sad.
But if their father was alive, mm-mm-mm.
Mhm.
I
But thank
can't
you,
say.
S Class, for coming on. You have a good night.
No problem. Love you. Bye.
You too. Bye bye. Yes, she did say pygmy. I didn't know what that meant, so I didn't catch it actually. But what's going on, Philly Chica?
Hey, Storm, what's good?
How are you doing?
I am great. How are you tonight?
I'm good. I'm good. So let me know what you thought about these topics.
So, first of all, always a great show. You know, I'm always here for the comments. I am shocked about Ceelo. How dare you open your mouth talking about anything about WAP or anybody? Like, bruh, you was just on marriage boot camp with one of your wives, sitting there looking like a whole baked potato doing nothing. Okay, bro, get relevant. Nobody cares about you, Ceelo. Okay? Have a seat. You should have jumped on a remix of WAP. That's what you should have did. But
now,
I'm just
now I'm sure he knows all about that that web because I know them ass cheeks be sweaty in the summer.
okay.
Every
Listen,
CeeLo get off of, he leave that big old wide ass print in. I know.
okay, on everybody's couch. You know he got a butt print on everybody's couch. He said it. Okay.
Look, got the baby powder under his titties and everything.
Okay, all right. And then I started Googling Dennis. You know how I feel about Dennis and his cheating on Porsha with the poodles.
Oh.
So she just need to leave that man alone. You realize her baby can never have a pet because she gonna always wonder if the daddy messing with the pet.
Wait a minute. Here's another question. Did Porsha get her rabies shots after messing?
Okay, right? Did they check you for a canine COVID? Because you know how Dennis get down. You know, he into the animal love.
Is he selling hot dogs at that restaurant? Is it chopped up dog and cat?
Okay, you tell me. You let me know. Does a Happy Meal come with a little plush toy that Dennis then poke the hole in? You gotta figure that out. So I love your show. I love Storm. I love everything about it. And it's so funny we share the same last name. We might be related.
You never know.
It's in the eyes. It's in the eyes, brown skin.
I heard that.
Well, you have a good night and thank you for having me.
Thank you, Philly Chica. Take care.
No problem.
Bye-bye. Philly Chica was fun, man. Y'all better be live like that when y'all come in here. What's up, Lady Tia?
Hey, Storm. I'm gonna try to be real brief. So Ceelo needs to sit down. I don't understand how the celebrities that do come out and talk about certain things be the wrong ones. I mean, didn't he just say that a woman can't say she's raped if she don't remember it the next day?
Yeah, he did say that.
Okay, so no, wrong person. Next. And with Lauryn Hill's daughter, a lot of us can relate to what she was saying about the upbringing. I don't think I would have went as far as the slavery thing, but yes, it was like that. We grew up where we got our behinds whooped with anything. I just don't understand her motive, like you said. What made her come out to express that? And yes, everybody can pick up, their phones and go live. But what brought all of this on? And I'm not saying that she should never spoke about it, but what brought it on all of a sudden? Because it just kind of looks a little funny, and maybe
It
she were
does.
cut off, and maybe she just expressing herself. But I
But can
can
some
relate to
people?
those things.
But let me say this really quick to you. I don't mean no harm. I'm gonna keep putting the link in the chat, guys. People who are like advocates of spanking, because that's the conversation I wanted to have too. Please come on and explain to me, like, where is the clear line between spanking, whooping, beating, like what abuse, like where do we draw the line?
Well, I think we draw the line from when we start to have kids, because we reflect back of how we were treated about any little thing or whatever. And yes, age does has a issue with that, because sometimes we tend to forget how young our children are when we go to spanking them, and I think that could be a issue. But we learn as we get older, because we can remember those scars, and we don't want to do that to our kids. But I do think that is necessary. It's just a way how you do it. And apparently it was traumatizing to her to an extent that
Okay.
it is bothering her, that she's feeling guilty, like she did something wrong. At the same time saying, no, I know I ain't do nothing wrong. But expressing it, it kind of make you wonder why she wanted to express it all of a sudden. Maybe she just felt like she wanted to click on and talk about it and get it out, because people do use social media as a way to, as an outlet to vent. So maybe that's what it was, but something
Yeah.
probably did happen recently that made her want to come out and talk of those things, because she wasn't trying to, trash her mom, but she, just said some relatable things that we can relate to growing up, and we have said we've been whooped by the extension cord and things like that. That was abuse. Now slavery, I don't know to that extent, but it was abuse, and it is a line that could be drawn.
And I appreciate that. I appreciate you coming on, Lady Tia.
Thank you, Storm. Have a good
Bye
one.
bye. Yeah, I agree. It's definitely a difference between them. And look, I'm by no means trying to minimize Saleh's pain and trauma. I'm not, but I do have to say, I think that instead of just talking about her, I think we can use this story to really come to a decision. Is spanking something we need to keep around? Maybe you shouldn't spank your kids when you're mad. Like, Peaches Royale, welcome to the show.
Hey, Storm. Hey, Storm Chasers. It's been a long time.
It's
I'm
been
glad to be back. Glad to be back. And congratulations on your new car.
thank you,
Looks
Peaches. I
nice.
appreciate
Looks
that.
nice. Suits you.
Thank you so much.
So, in regards to the topic for tonight, spanking is sometimes parents can go too far with spanking their kids, but also I'm like split, because spanking sometimes is necessary.
Okay.
Parents just have to know their limits when doing so.
Yeah.
I feel like
Because
hurt
some of y'all
people.
strong. Some of y'all strong. It's like you got to remember that's a kid. That's not a grown person.
Exactly. And hurt people.
Yeah.
So, like, in regards to what I know of the situation, I know that Lauryn married her father, and it seemed like he broke her heart and put her through a lot. So I don't know if what her mother was going through, made her do inappropriate things to her daughter. Because like I said, hurt people.
Yes.
Maybe it wasn't her intention, but that's just how it turned out. And I'm not justifying, I'm not saying that her mom was right, but I'm just saying, that's possibly what happened. And, this young lady has probably held on to these feelings for such a long time, and she had to, release it. And maybe, she's in the younger generation, she went to social media with it. Maybe she feel like she can't talk to her mom, or she can't talk to her dad. You know what I mean?
And you know what? And maybe she does feel like that. And I have a lot of family members that even when you go to them and you try to say how they hurt you, no matter what, they can never own it. And so
Right.
I
They
definitely,
automatically put up a defense.
yes, put up a defense, or they go, oh God, this is the one I grew up hearing, and I got so sick of this one. I had it worse than you.
Right.
You had it bad. You couldn't. It's like, okay, well, I get that, but
Exactly.
you
Right. And
still
if they
do it.
had it worse than you, then you shouldn't want to do it to me. That should be
Thank
the
you.
sentiment. That
Thank
should be the sentiment. But you know, continue doing you. I see you growing. I see you doing great things. I'm watching. I'm here for you. I'm subscribed to you. I'm gonna be your always forever chaser. Glad
Thank
to be
you.
back. Love you, Storm.
Love you too. Take care now. What's going on, Whitney DTV?
I think I have your old stream. Let me pause it.
Okay.
Second. Okay, there we go. Hey, Storm. Oh
How you doing?
I'm excited to be on here. I emailed you. Okay. It was about childbirth and
Oh yes. Okay, I haven't forgot about you. I haven't forgot about you.
losing children and things of that nature. Yeah, but that's a topic that you really need to address because that's major. And I've had all the experiences, like I said, but not for nothing to stick on topic. First and foremost, I admire your channel. Your growth is amazing. You're dope. But to stick on topic, as a parent, I've been on both coins of it. First and foremost, I got whoopings, beatings. There's a difference. And I think that's the thing that we need to discuss. The difference between abuse being and then being, disciplined. Because the Bible says, spare the rod, spoil the child. No. So very it's good to have discipline and spanking because you need to feel it. You need to feel that. That's just like whenever kids touch something that's hot. You keep telling them over and over, don't touch it, don't touch it. It's not until they touch and they like, oh, I don't want that sensation. Okay. So I feel that with spankings and poppings and stuff, that's a way of teaching them physically, hey, don't do that, or this is the recourse. Okay. Now it gets into where you are with beating and abuse and things of that nature. Go in there with your brother. Go in there with your brother. Okay. Go in. With your brother.
She about to pull out the rod on TV.
So, I'm about to, Demi, because they see me on the TV. Go in the room, Demi. Last time I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna spare the rod. Anyway. Now, the thing is that I think that you need to get into the proper use of disciplinary actions. And that's when you get into people having mental abuse too. I don't feel like if you're a parent that you need to, if you have mental abuse that you really need to be having kids, because sometimes they can get out of pocket and you get to that point to where, and so that's why you do have a lot of kids that get killed, that get abused and things of that nature, because it's a deeper thing. I love my kids. They get on my nerve, but it's never going to be a time to where I inflict pain on them where they're bleeding and busting out and things to that age. That just got to be just out of there,
Okay. And I hear what you're saying. Now, a lot of people going to say, well, just because I had trauma or just because I have a mental illness, you can't tell me not to have kids. So, a lot of people feel like, because here's the thing, right? I hear what you're saying. But then they can also make the argument, well, if you didn't have a good upbringing at all, you probably shouldn't have kids because you're gonna pass it on. So, but I see what you're saying. I think people got to be honest with themselves. Like if your mother abused you, then maybe you shouldn't even be the disciplinary parent.
That is true. And that's funny you say that because me and my husband alternate. We are a blended family. So sometimes like when I'm dealing with my sons, I will call on my husband because it's a little more sterner of experience, if you will, versus me because I'm more compassionate. You know what I'm saying? I feel like you're absolutely right. I feel like it, just like in a court of law, let's put it like this. Just like in a court of law, it's depending on what you've done.
Right.
It's how you get recommended. It makes sense. I feel as though it's not, you don't have to you don't have to whoop your kids all the time. Some stuff comes off of talking.
Yeah.
I remember my mama back in the day, I'm a 90s baby. I'm 33 years old. My mom would look at me. Okay. And I'll be like, uh-oh, and I didn't test the waters. Nowadays, that don't even work because I think it's a level of disrespect here in this generation. I'm sorry. And I feel as though nowadays you can't really even spank your kids without getting ramifications. And now we're seeing the recourse of that. That's just my opinion.
Well, I know one thing I was always told coming up, and maybe, they would say this is abusive now. I don't know. But I was always told that the door go both ways.
Hello, and don't let it hit you where yes, because it's the same way. Because
but I'm going to leave you with them.
Yeah, but my thing is that I know this may sound bad, but we're fine. I feel like our generation is totally different from this generation, and I wonder why. Okay. But you know, at the end of the day, that was a great question that you posed, like in regards to should we do away with it? Absolutely not. I feel
Okay.
as though I got it down to my kids that, you know, don't talk about what's in my house, but I'm not beating you. You know what I'm saying? You got some parents that are beating these kids, and then they be like, don't you say nothing. That's out of order. But I feel like if I'm properly trying my best to be structured with disciplinary action, you don't need to be running to schools and saying that I'm beat you, because that gives a bad, perspective. But I feel as though that we shouldn't be reprimanded for trying to make sure our kids aren't shooting your kids at school or beating up on your kids. You get what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
I get what you're saying because and I want to thank you for coming on, Whitney, by the way.
Absolutely.
You
Absolutely.
have a good one now. Bye-bye. Whitney got a real pretty smile. Hey, Vita Lux, before you start, you pretty too. I got all pretty women on here tonight.
Hey, thank you.
I did want to say you're welcome. I did want to say I have a question too. In the Bible, it does say spare the rod, spoil the child. Is the rod actually physical, or did we take it to mean something physical? Like it's an actual rod, or was it like a metaphor?
I think it's an actual rod, but I can't be sure. But I know there's a story about a rod in the Bible. I know that, but I don't. Yeah, that's all I can say. I do know that. So I think that is true. Yes.
Okay. All right. I can't argue that point. Well, what was your comments today?
Oh, well, I just wanted to piggyback on one of the caller before her when she said something about people not taking account, parents not taking accountability.
Yes.
Like older people, because I can't speak on like a parent abusing me because I've never lived through that. But as far as say you calling out a parent for something, and the first thing they do is, well, I'm 70-some years old. Like, ain't nothing I do wrong. You know what I'm saying? That is something that for that child, it's like, honestly, I feel like she's doing something out of spite. I think her and her mom had something, and she's trying to get back at her mom.
I think so
But
too.
the one thing that I've been taught, you don't ever expose your family like dirty laundry, period, especially online. But I'm not a celebrity or rich, so I guess that's the only way she could try to get revenge on her mother. But
But now it's out there forever, right? And you know,
yeah,
sometimes you can have a fight with your parent, or well, some of y'all do fist fight. I don't,
right.
but but like an argument, and then you calm down and be like,
You
should I have
regret it.
really posted that?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's just not cool. So I just honestly wanted to talk and say hi because I missed you for all them days and I was pissed I missed you last night. But yeah, I tapped in on this because of that. But I honestly wanted to actually talk to you because I love you guys. You're the
I appreciate
best.
that. And you can shout out your business real quick too.
Oh, thank you. I own VitaLuxLook.com. I make Lux Holistic Infused Cooking Oils. I have 9 flavors to choose from. I'm based in Maryland. Everyone should try it out and use discount code STORM for a discount. Yay!
And it is good. Take care, Vita. Have a good one now.
You too. Thanks.
Bye-bye. I mean, her stuff is good too. Like I be marinating, cooking with it in the air fryer. Is good. What's going on, MJ? MJ, you're unmuted. I mean, you're muted. What's going on, CC?
Hey, Storm.
What's going on with you? What's your comments tonight?
Well, first off, I love your channel. You're
Oh,
so funny. You always make me laugh. I could always count on you for that.
thank you. I appreciate that.
But in terms of spanking, I think that Black kids need a little spanking because, like, they can't be out here acting a fool in the streets. You know what I mean?
Okay, I hear a lot of people say that. They say, I'd rather discipline you at home than the police discipline you, which is a true thing because when the government puts a smackdown on you, you know, courts, kid going to jail, whatever, that's a real thing. So I've heard that a lot. Go ahead. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. You can continue, Cece.
I feel like white kids, like, they have like the privilege to like do anything they want and they don't really get penalized. But like once a Black kid goes out in the street and does something small, they can really like die for it. So I feel like spanking sometimes could be necessary, but not to like the extent where there's bruises and blood gushing out or anything like that.
Okay, and I hear what you're saying. The only thing I do have to say is that Cece, that sounds like we're still on a plantation. Like I get it, and I know what you mean because we don't get the benefit of the doubt. You know, my dad always used to say, "There's you, and then there's little Ethan." I don't know why he always said the word Ethan. I don't know, but that represented a white boy to him. But he said you don't get the same benefit of the doubt. You won't get treated the same. It's not the same, you know. And so I always kept that in mind and just tried to like not get in trouble because I'm like, damn, if something happened, I don't come from a family that got money and we black. It's like you don't stand a chance in court. Like you just really don't.
Right, and I feel like your dad, there's some truth to what your dad was telling you, you know?
Yeah, and I mean, you know, he would argue that it worked, although me and him got other issues. So that's another story for another day. Thank you, Cece, though.
Thank you for having me. Bye.
Bye-bye. Peaches came back. Hey, Peaches, you wanted to chime in again?
Yeah, I just wanted to say something. No disrespect to my young lady, Miss Cece over here, but black kids, sis, girl, the way some of them white kids be popping off on social media, yelling at their moms all in their face. I done seen a few videos where girls be living with their grandmoms, they beating up their grandma. I bust their ass. Yes, I will.
I will say this. I went to school with a girl. I ain't gonna say her name, right? We was in theater. She was hanging out late. Her mom called her and said, let's call her Ava. Ava, it's time for you to come home. It's time for you to put out the trash. She said, bitch, my dad said I don't have to put out the trash. Wait a minute, get her voice. You bitch, I do not have to put out the trash. My dad said I don't have to. That's your job, whore. And she hung up. And I remember looking at her like, damn, it was nice to know you. Like, I'm thinking she finna die when she go home.
Storm, see them type of kids know who they can do that to. That's why, I mean, listen, no harm. You know, I have kids. I'm not gonna abuse my kids, but I think once you set not guidelines, but you know, once you set up how things is gonna rock in your house, your kids are not gonna cross the certain lines.
Yes.
You know, I believe that kids need to be tapped here and there, you know, at what I say, you know, stuff like that, but not drawing blood or making black eyes. No, that's taking it too far. But some of them kids I'll be seeing and I'll be hearing, man, it's called, you might get a two-piece roll.
But here's the thing with them, though. This is what I will say. Although our kids may get in trouble for stupid-ish, let's just put it ain't like they don't steal and do drugs too, because they do.
They do.
But let's just say our kids do the petty theft shit, right? Might rob you for your Jordans. They kids gonna blow up the whole school, gonna
blow it up,
food, gonna sue for the life insurance policy. Like them, they extreme with
it's different. It's different. And if you ever notice, right? Now I know we are talking about black and white, but let's like look at Asian kids and like Indian kids. We don't really see like any I mean, if they do have behaviors, we don't really see it like publicly like that. Have you ever? I mean, I could be wrong.
Not publicly, no. They get beat in private. And here's the thing with Asian cultures. They are literally taught that if you disgrace the family, you're better off dead. And so when you teach kids that, that's
deep.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's deep.
Yeah. Very extreme. But Peaches, thank you for coming on.
No problem.
Take care now.
Take it easy.
Bye-bye. Yeah, you do not see Asian kids. Yeah, you don't see Asian mamas beating ass in public. They do get beat in private. MJ, can you hear me?
Yeah, hey Storm.
Hey, what's your comments?
Hey, I really don't have a comment. I just want to say thank you for not being afraid to touch on certain topics, not being afraid to talk about this sick ass industry. And, you know, because a lot of people, you know, they kind of straddle the fence and they're a little scared to talk about certain topics, things that's going on in this occult industry. But I appreciate that you are able to do that. You and other YouTubers, I can only imagine, you know, how it is being that this is what you guys do. And I don't know if you guys get in trouble for it, but I appreciate it because I'm in the real world and I do read about a lot of this stuff, and I'm a little deep with it. So all this other goofy shit, I don't really worry about. But when you guys talk about things that are really going on, and you're not, you know, beating around the bush about what's really going on, I could appreciate that. I don't mind subscribing and tuning in and all of that. So I just wanted to say I appreciate it, and I will be here to support.
Nice. And I appreciate that, MJ. And I'm going to continue to talk about it. Yes, I'm doing a WAP breakdown tonight. It'll be up tomorrow. To Taylor that asked that. But no, I would tell you, like, I feel like my channel now is pretty much like comedy and a little conspiracy, because it's like when I talk about it, I just tell it like it is. I can't help it. So
Absolutely. And I appreciate it. You do it well. You speak very well. I don't know how you able to be on camera and do all this in front of people. I get, stage fright, nervous, but you guys do a good job. So I'm in Inglewood, California, just in case you want to come out here, one of these days. I'm kind of in the hood, so we can't stay in my area, but we can for sure, go to Hollywood or wherever.
Now, MJ, as long as you take me around to like some good places with some good food.
Oh yeah, I got you, Storm. Don't even worry.
Okay, take care, MJ.
All right, baby. You too.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
All right, guys. Any other comments y'all got? You gonna wop me? Yeah, I hate when I get behind on stories and then I'm like, damn, that video should have been out like 4 days ago. But look, I'm gonna put it out tomorrow. Y'all better watch it. I got 2 story times coming up too. I know you guys saw the well, let's talk about this really quick. Let's get into this here. I'm on because I see y'all had a lot of questions about this. I'm gonna do a separate video on it, but to the person that just tagged in, I saw you there. Give me just a sec. Okay. So hold on, let me share my screen here. We definitely gonna talk about that. You already know what's up with that, with the eye. I ain't seen Meg do it yet, but I'm gonna go back and look because that's their way of letting other people know that they're down. They basically have symbols, just like any other gang, really, just like with anything, right? Like in prison, you sag your pants to say, okay, I'm the one that receive versus the one that take. Gangsters wear colors. In the industry, they have certain symbols that they do on every single cover, and that's Elle magazine. If you notice, the background is black. It's dark. This is Cardi B now. But I know you guys had questions about that right there. Y'all had questions about the white fraternity. And so I am going to do a video and tell you about my experience and why I chose that fraternity. Thank y'all for the donation. Let's pull up some more callers here. What's going on, Cam? Cam, you muted.
Oh, hey.
Hey, what's up with you?
Hey, so I just wanted to talk about Lauryn Hill's daughter. Like, I actually feel for her. I understand what she's going through because I kind of went through something similar. So I just hope that she can work through her issues because it's honestly like a long journey, like towards healing.
Yeah, I agree. It is, and I want her to. I don't want her to look for comfort on social media because she's not gonna find it there.
Definitely not. It's just a bunch of monsters on here, and it's crazy. Like, you can find that, but there's only so much you can get from the internet.
Mm-hmm.
And as far as Porsha and Dennis, that's a mess as always. I'm just so ready for him to put on his animal costume and just let us know who he is, because I'm tired of wondering.
I mean, I feel like PETA. Not PETA. Why am I talking about Petunia over there with COVID-19? I feel like Dennis and PETA, the organization, would not get along because he keeps throwing the pooch. They don't like that.
Yeah, he's never gonna get anywhere with his I feel like he has like a mask or something hidden, and he like begs Porsha to wear it or something.
Mm. Yeah, I think so too. I just ugh.
Or like a rabbit tail or something.
I'll say this to all the pretty black successful women. It's 2020. Y'all know how these dogs are. I'm gonna need y'all to like stop picking these dog ass dudes. Like, I'm sorry. I just like I know the pickings may be slim. If you got to get you an older dude, get you an older dude, but stay away from the Dennises and the Apollos and the.
Right, he's not even cute. He looks like a gargoyle.
I don't look at niggas like that, but I'm gonna say that ain't a cute nigga. It ain't a cute nigga. It's not. It's not. It's just, ladies, don't get with the man that you don't want your babies to look like. Like, if you gotta pray your babies don't look like him, don't get with him.
Seriously.
But thank you, Cam, so much for
Thank
coming
you.
on. You have a good one.
Bye.
Bye-bye. What's up, Valadina?
Hey, Storm, how you doing?
I'm good. How you doing?
I'm good. Okay, first I want to say about Lauryn Hill's daughter. She did say she has mental issues. I think she said she had like split personality or something. So I do feel like something happened. Maybe that's why she went on social media to express her emotions or whatever.
Okay.
But to piggyback on the beating thing, I feel that it depends on the child and the definition of a beating. Like, I remember hearing stories, from my friends about them getting hit with extension cords and like go get a whip from a branch on a tree or something. Mm-hmm. I can't even imagine doing that to my child, but I did pop up and I did do, grounding and taking stuff away. You take away something that they love, like video games, their phones, whatever. But as far as the spanking, it depends on the child, because some children will try you. They like to push the boundaries. So I think punishment and spankings depend on the child and their behavior. Do you understand what I'm trying to say?
Okay, I think you're saying you have to customize your disciplinary plan to every child, because just like every kid learns different, every kid is going to respond to discipline different. That
exactly. Exactly, because my son, I have two boys and a daughter. I have one son, oh yeah, he will push the boundaries. Like, I used to get phone calls from school all the time. But then the other two, I just give them the look, like they already know if they say my name twice and I don't answer, that means leave me alone. So it depends on the child, because some kids will push that bound. They will push. They will try you, and some kids won't. And as far as the young lady saying, about black kids need to be spanked or whatever. White kids are worse. Believe me, it's a whole bunch of them in my family, honey. And I could not talk to my mother the way they talk to their parents. Okay.
Look, let me tell you something. I always I stand on what I said to her. I said it once she got off, but the white kids are just more extreme. Because let me tell you something. I think the worst thing a black kid will probably do is maybe raise their hands back. Maybe they get to the age where they ain't taking no more ass whoopings from you. Mm-hmm. But that white kid gonna kill your ass in your sleep.
Listen, I got cousins that sit up there calling mothers whores and bitches and all kinds of names. And I'm looking at them like, and I'm looking at my aunts like, you ain't gonna do nothing. You just gonna let your child talk to you that way. And I'm looking at them like,
I'll be sitting there like, oh my God, like you gonna die. Like, I'll be like, oh Lord.
No, see, back when I was, I don't even look at them like that, because it's always been like that. Like I said, in the black family, I think it's more disciplined than a white family, from my experience, because I look at my black side of the family and versus my white side of the family, two completely different things. And but that's all I really have to say about that. And I love your show. And like the other lady said, I love the topics that you touch on and is not afraid to touch on, because I'm a seer. I see things, and a lot of things that you say, I'll be like, yeah, he's on point. So thank you for that, because you're teaching people a lot to look past what's in front of them.
Yeah, because pretty much, and I don't even know if anybody's ever peeped this out. I might shock some of y'all with this, but I hope y'all do know that basically everything in this world is inverted. What you think is good is bad. What we think is bad probably got some good to it. And so we watch movies and we're told that it's fiction when really the movies predict what happens. The news is fake.
Exactly. And just like they say, the best place to hide things is in plain sight. I tell people, don't just look at what's in front of you. You got to look at everything full circle. Look at everything that's on the side, in front, and in back, because that's when the only way you're going to get the truth. Because if you keep looking forward, you're going to stay a lost sheep. But thank you, like I said, for talking about things that a lot of people wouldn't, be afraid to touch on, and opening people's eyes and having them have a better understanding of what's going on around their surroundings. If you understand what I'm trying to say. So have a great night. Love you, and bye-bye.
Bye-bye. What's up, Trina?
Hey, Storm, how you doing?
I'm good. You got to turn off what's ever going on in the background, though.
Okay. Let me pause that. My sister's watching basketball. First, congratulations on Chase. I love it. And congratulations on your growth. You don't know. You make me feel like a proud mama. I love watching you grow.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
And on the Bob Marley, on the Ceelo Marley, Bob Marley's dad was white, wasn't in his life.
Yes.
Bob Marley wasn't in Rohan's life. So they never learned how to be dads. So that's part of the problem. And if you don't want to do better, you're not. And that's going to go on, and she's got to get some help. I'm praying for that child because it hurts me to see what she said.
Yeah. And I think she's going to need help too. But I will say, I think that I just think she needs a therapist, not social media.
Definitely. But it was a cry for help. So maybe someone can see this and reach out to and help her. Because sometimes you don't know which way to turn. And that might be where she's at. She's at wit's end because people like, oh, your mom is Lauryn Hill. You didn't have a bad life. They don't know what that child went through.
Thank you. Because we don't know Lauryn Hill in real life. We can make jokes, but we don't know that lady. So yeah, you're absolutely right. And I'm going to thank you for coming on, Trina. You have a good night.
Thank you.
Bye-bye. Yeah, Trina was keeping it real. What's going on, Maya?
Hi, can you hear me?
I can. I like your name too.
Oh, thank you. Okay, so first of all, congratulations.
Thank you.
On everything, just everything. I remember first seeing you on Tasha K's podcast with T.S. Madison. And from a cis heterosexual Black woman, I just want to commend you for checking your privilege, first of all. Because I understand sometimes that can be hard for us. That's very hard. And I was having the conversation with my little brother today. The same way we want white people to check their privilege, we have to check our privilege. So as a Black man, I really want to commend you for that because I know, honey, our men, our men. But yes, I want to speak on Lauryn Hill's daughter, and I like how you said she might need to talk to a therapist. Because a lot of Black people, we think speaking to therapists is like an issue.
Why do we think like that, though?
I honestly think because, in the Black community, it's what happens in this house stays in this house. So if an uncle touches you, you don't go tell no white folks our business because that ain't their business. You don't go sit on no couch and talk to nobody about what's going on in this house because that's our business and we're going to handle it.
Knowing damn well they be the main ones that be needing the therapy.
Honey, we need the therapy. And I want any Black person on here listening. I have been to therapy and there's nothing wrong with going to therapy. There's nothing wrong with going to therapy. Most Black women have been molested by family members. There's nothing wrong with going to talk that out, because if we don't talk it out, then we portray that onto our husbands, our friends, our children. And I think we don't know not only what the daughter was going through, but we don't know what Lauryn Hill has gone through.
Yes.
We never know.
Yeah, because many things drove Lauryn Hill to drugs. It drove her to ruin her career. Part of it was a lot of industry pressure too. But yeah, you're right.
Absolutely. There's no telling what Lauryn Hill has gone through, especially being in the industry, especially when she was coming up in the industry, and you're having people steal from your culture, and you have people doing the same thing that you're doing being celebrated because them bitches is naked. Like, you just never know what this lady is going through. But I just want to send a shout out to you and to everybody that's watching. I love us. I love Black people for real. And I'm gonna need you to talk about Kamala when you get a minute.
Oh,
and I want to know how you feel about that.
I don't consider her Black. I'm gonna say
that part, or her husband, obviously. But I mean, it is what it is.
I don't want her to. Okay, can we get an actual Black woman to speak from a Black woman's perspective to speak on Black women's issues? I just feel like it. Like I ain't trying to be funny, but like Kamala, however you say her name, she don't give a damn about Black folks. But
the thing is, it's come to a point where I'm just not appreciative of being at the table anymore. We've been at table. You know what I mean? Like we've been at tables. Steve Harvey was at the table in the White House with Trump. Let them tell it.
Yeah.
So we need more than just being at the table. Now, shout out to Howard. Shout out to the Bisons. Shout out to y'all. And I mean, obviously, I don't want Trump to be the president anymore. So I mean, it is what it is. Lesser of two evils. But at the end of the day, it's politics. It's politics. None of them are morally correct. None of them are going to be like saints. You know what I mean? So
yeah.
We got to get this man out the office at the end of the day. Now, at the end of the day, we can critique us. We can critique our people. So however we feel about Kamala, that's what it is. And we're going to talk about it. And we're going to tell her how we feel about it. We're going to tell Joe touchy ass how we feel about him. but we got to get this fucking tangerine out the office at the end of the day.
I'm so mad that it ain't Andrew Yang up there, because at least Andrew Yang would have gave us $2,000 a month, but that's okay though.
Come on, 2,000.
I mean, I know they was dipping in our reparation fund for all this stuff.
Oh, honey, giving money to dead men and everything, but we ain't gonna speak on it.
We ain't gonna speak on it. Over $1 billion.
You know they listening.
Oh, I know. I mean, look. Here's the thing, right? The reason why we're not gonna see reparations is because they have to fully explain what happened, and they have to tell the truth.
They have to take accountability.
Yes, and they have to also say how they really been lying to us about who we really is too, and they don't want to do that, so they're just avoiding the talk. They know the wisdom is gonna die with the elders. For like the Black people that are like, I say in their 60s and up, once they leave, if they don't continue to give us the wisdom, like the shit is gonna be lost. So anyway,
absolutely.
Yeah. But thank you, Maya, for coming on. I'm gonna let Stacey on here. You have a good night.
Thank you so much. You too.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Had a pretty voice too. Hey, Stacey, just a minute before you start. Yes, this is my favorite Maya right here. This is the only Maya that I acknowledge. Golden Brooks. All right. I had to say that because that's my Maya. All right. How you doing, Stacey?
I'm doing well.
What was your take on the topics tonight?
Okay.
Oh, you have to cut it off in the background.
Okay. I'm doing well. I wanted to talk about the sparing the rod, spoiling the child. There was a lot of discussion on that, and people were wondering, was that a literal thing? And it's not. It's a metaphor, because it talks out of Proverbs 13 and 24, and it's a metaphor. Like, you're not literally beating your child with a rod. What that means is that if you are a shepherd and you are in charge of a flock, you have a rod, and that rod is to bring back the one that strays off and to bring it back to the flock, also to beat off predators. But when you
Okay.
cross-reference that scripture with like Proverbs 22 and 6, it says to train up a child in the way that they should go, and they shouldn't depart from it when they get old. And that's the thing. When people quote scriptures, they don't just have to focus on one, but they have to cross-reference that particular with other scriptures to get an understanding of what it means to discipline children. Because there's a
Okay.
difference between discipline and punishment. And
And
when you discipline,
can you cut up the phone or the volume on your phone a little bit? It sounds a little low.
okay, can you hear me louder now?
I think that's a little better. Okay,
Okay.
but go ahead.
Like, when you read one scripture, you have to reference other scriptures to get a clear picture of what the scripture is saying, because people will misinterpret Proverbs 13 and 24 about sparing the rod to the child. And discipline and punishment are not the same. They are two different things, because abuse comes in the form of punishment. When you're angry, you're frustrated, and you go and you discipline and you punish your child, or use discipline for lack of a better word, when
Mm-hmm.
you use that, you're taking out that aggression, that frustration, and that anger on a child. And that's where you can cross the line and it becomes physical abuse. But
Yes.
when you are disciplining a child, it's in the form of, you're going to sit down and talk about what the issue is, what you don't like. And then if you can talk about it, then fine. And you can use other forms of punishment, whether it's timeout, you're restricted. And then there are times when you do have to pop your child. But you shouldn't be doing it when you're angry, because then you're taking out all that anger and frustration, and it becomes something totally different.
Yes, I agree. And Stacey, I want to thank you for coming on. You spit some real stuff. Thank you so much.
You.
Take care now. Yeah, I would absolutely agree. Do not spank your kids when you're angry. In timeouts, or for adults too. Go give yourself a 10-minute timeout before you get the spanking. What's going on, Jamie? Oh, Jamie, you have to turn me off in the background.
Oh, hold on. How do I do that? Mute.
Oh, no, you muted yourself. No, you muted yourself, Jamie. No, you muted yourself. No, you're muted. Oh, Jamie.
There we go. Okay, now.
Okay, what's going on?
Okay, now. You from the country, or you grew up with people from the country? I grew up with people from the country. I had a whole bunch of elders, right? So we were talking about daddy issues, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know if you saw it while I was commenting, and most likely you didn't.
I don't think so. Tell me what you were saying.
Okay, so I didn't know I had brothers till this obviously by my daddy.
Mm-hmm.
This some ghetto mess right here. That okay, my mama made it ghetto, because it wasn't no ghetto to our family until this. So I met my younger brother when I was 11, and met my older. Look, I had no idea after I met my younger brother at 11. Had no idea I had another brother until I was 12. Okay, the brother I met when I was 12 was a year older than me.
Okay.
Surprise. But now my daddy, he's a drunk. We just gonna put it like that. He a drunk. So
He likes the liquor. Okay.
He likes the liquor. He also likes the women. Okay. and he had taken me for the weekend. Now, I didn't disclose anything to my mother, because if I did, then I knew that I wasn't going to be able to go with my daddy anymore.
Okay.
Ever. Now, there's something I told my grandmother certain things, because my grandmother, well, uh, let's say that I was highborn. I was highborn only, well, my mama let my daddy, tween them legs. So
When you
she
said
understood.
wait, you say you were hot born?
High Highborn. Highborn.
Oh, okay.
Highborn. To my family, I have black from my family was or is not was and is wealthy. Okay. So, but my grandmother understood the position I was in. She knew I wanted to know my daddy. He had been in the Navy. Okay.
Okay.
So she understood.
Well, hold on, Jamie. Before you tell us,
Okay. It's something crazy.
Okay. All right. They want to know the crazy part. Tell us the crazy part.
Okay. So I was 13 years old, and my daddy. This was back in the day when kids could go to look up to bars, liquor stores, or whatever else. So we were at the pool house. We were at the pool. My daddy loved pool. He loved pool, and he loved drink. Still does. And so my daddy had gotten drunk. I was 13, and he was too drunk to drive. So he was giving me trouble. Now, mind you, 13, my grandmother really did most of my raising. And I got tired of fooling with him. And I took his 22 and I busted him in the head with it one good time.
Oh.
And I put him in the car.
You said you're not gonna do it. You're not gonna do it no more, baby.
I wasn't playing with him. I put him in the car, and he had a stick-shift truck. But it wasn't. The house was close. His house was close though, so I figured out how to get home. Mind you, both me and my daddy are Gemini.
Oh Lord.
So he wasn't upset. He knew he remembered some of what happened. But I told him, I said, I had to hit you in the head because you were acting crazy.
Oh my God.
And he said, oh, sugar. He said, sugar. It's a certain way, he said, oh, sugar, that's okay. Sometimes things just happen.
They do.
And that's my tale about me and my daddy. We go back and forth. But I tell you what, though, he loves me more because I'm his girl, and he started taking me shooting when I was 11, and so that's my daddy. He Lord, he go off. He well, he's never been on the wagon. He ain't never.
Oh, he hasn't?
No.
Oh no. Oh, Jamie, it clicked you off. No. Oh, Jamie. Oh, my bad, Jamie. It kicked you off. Dang, I hate when that happened. Basically, she was letting us know that her daddy got drunk, and one day daddy was taking a little bit too long to get in the car, and she knocked him upside his head. And he was cool with it because he understood why she knocked him upside his head, because he was drunk. Oh, man, no, we cut her off. Oh, man. Darn. Damn. Okay, anyway, what's going on, y'all? Oh my God, it cut her off. Okay, but speaking of cut off, so yes, we are gonna do a video. We're gonna do a video, and I'm gonna explain to y'all how the situation was. How I can't wait. I can't wait to do it. I feel like a lot of y'all was surprised, or I don't know. I feel like a lot of y'all just was like, "Oh, Storm, I can't believe you're in a white fraternity. I can't believe it." So we gonna talk about it. Storm, you ain't right. What I do? What I do? We seen the slip of the hand. I'm literally over here scrolling on other stuff. I promise. What's going on, Devin?
Hey, Storm. I just want to comment on some things.
Absolutely, go for it.
Hey, so I'm CW in the chat. Hey, chat. So
Hey.
I just wanted to ask, why don't you think Kamala is black? Obama came out of a white vagina, yet he was considered black.
Oh no, Obama's not black either.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure we were here. We see each other. Okay, why can't this woman acknowledge her Indian mother? And she also said she's still black. And why is it a problem for black politicians to always have to check every box for these black people? Because you'll never be happy. She's not a civil rights activist. That's not what she went to Howard University for. Okay? That's not what she went to school for. She's a politician. Every black politician is not an activist. Why can't we get
that's true too. That's true too. That's a good point. I guess I just always wonder why, when it comes to politics or representation in any industry, when it's time for black representation, the person that's representing black doesn't come from two black parents.
No, that's not true. I mean, we're all mixed. I mean, I did my ancestry. I have mixed in me too. She's biracial. I mean, if we were born in this country, most likely we're mixed. But why are we always putting the black? Right. Why we always putting the black people on this high standard? They have to be this, that, and the third. And reparations, a president can't give you that. That has to be voted into Senate.
And it's not. It's never gonna happen.
Why are they going up so hard for her when all these white old men who've been senators for life and getting paid all this money are here for life? All of these white judges y'all vote for. Come on, let's stop this. I'm voting for everybody black. Period.
You know what? I'm not mad at you, because you got so many races that say I'm only sticking with mine, and so every other culture is actually like that. So I ain't mad at it. I just
Why do we do this to each other? We always find the most negative thing and then say, "Oh, it should have been an Asian man. It should have been a white woman." Didn't Hillary already prove to y'all that white women don't like white women either? I'm gonna go because I can't. I like. Why do we keep doing it? And my last point. So she was a prosecutor in San Francisco. Stop spreading rumors. Where did all this mass black incarceration happen in San Fran? So we got all these black people she locking up in San Fran when it's mostly white. Okay, I can't. All right, love you, Storm.
Thank you, Devin. Well, I mean, I ain't mad at her saying she voting for everybody black. I just want actual black people to represent black people. That's it. I know we come in different shades. I know this, that, and the third, and I'm not trying to put nobody down when I say this, but even though black people in America are of mixed heritage, a lot are, my experience and Vin Diesel's experience is not the same. And so I don't necessarily want him representing my blackness. my black culture. I don't. I'm just keeping it real. The Rock's his experience in this country is not going to be the same as me. I can't shave my head and you not know I'm black. It don't work like that. So that's my thing, but maybe I'm tripping. I need to get you a pimp cup. Oh, I don't see anything wrong with it, low key. Even when Obama was first in office, I know black people voted for him because he is black, and Michelle sealed the deal. Don't y'all know that Michelle was actually Barack's second choice? I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm not coming down on a man, not trying to for this issue, but y'all do know, had he married the Asian woman that he intended to, he wouldn't even be president. Like, y'all would not have voted for him. And we put the black thing on Obama because, well, I guess he looked more black. I can't even say he looked black. Obama got a white ass face to me. I don't care about him having no fro. He has let me pull up Barack Obama so y'all don't think I'm crazy. This man has a white looking face to me. Like, am I tripping? Do y'all not see it? That. Hey, thank you, Ash Bash. Like, that's a white man. That's a white man. I know that's a black. I know that's a biracial man, but that's a white man. I'm not trying to be funny, but you know how a lot. Okay. Look at his face. Hold up. Look at his face, cause y'all gonna think I'm tripping. Hold on. I'm gonna take it off there for a minute. Look at his face, and I want y'all to look at Andy Griffith's face. Y'all telling me y'all don't see the white? I see it, and I don't know how to explain it, but it's like when you see white, you know it. Hold up, let me pull up. Okay. So y'all see Andy Griffith. In True Heart, I see you. I'm gonna pull you up in a minute. You see Andy Griffith, you see the head, you see the ears, you see the mouth, you see the chin. Do y'all not see? Y'all see that? Y'all see. They call us monkeys. Y'all see that, right? And then go over to Obama, and you telling me you don't see similar? You don't y'all don't see it? It's facial features people got to look at. Anyway, more importantly, what's going on, True Heart?
Hey Storm, how you doing?
I'm good. How you doing tonight?
Oh, good. I just wanted to talk about this Kamala Harris thing. Can't say her name properly, but I think that we need to kind of start looking for representation that looks like us. And I'm not saying by any means that Joe Biden and Kamala Harris is the best too, but we already know Trump is not where it's at. And I noticed somebody in the comment section said that he runs the country like a business, and a business person don't care if you're sick. You know, they don't care if you have family issues. And that's exactly how he runs the country. Like, it's a corporation, which it is, and is all about the money. But we have to start looking for representation from our communities, and we have to stop being so hard on ourselves. And maybe, like Obama, I feel like he didn't do enough for the Black community, but I feel like we have to start, because we have too many old white men in these offices, in these positions of powers, that really don't even think about us at all.
You got a point. I think that we get in trouble when when we think that any politician is going to put us before their money. I think a lot of them get into politics with good intentions at first, but I think that politics is so dirty behind the scenes that I just don't know if we can really trust any of them. But some are better than others. It's kind of like, okay, which devil do you want? The one you know or the one you don't? So
I totally agree with that. Like, I think that, like you said, it's so dirty. Like, for Obama to win a second term, he had to cut deals, and we all know what those deals was, because you know, the next thing you know, where no other president would touch it, he came out with gay marriage. So, and for the people that helped, that's excellent. But you left a whole community of people behind. And so there is deals that they have to cut. And I believe that like is just a huge thing in order to be president. But it'll be far better once we start getting representation, because right now with all these old white men in office, even if we had younger white men, even if the people that was in office was younger and they were white, or if they were, a mixture of white and black, you have a representation of all, more Asian people, more African people, because this country is a melting pot. So we have to have this representation, and we have to stop killing each other. Like when one of us get in a position to maybe be in one of these powerful positions. I mean, personally, I say let Trump have the presidency, but we need to get the Senate and the House, because he can't do anything if we get people like Mitch McConnell and other Republicans that do his bidding, if we get them out. So that's how I feel about it.
Okay. And I'm glad you came and educated us with how things actually work in government, because a lot of people don't know. But I see what you're saying. I mean, we have to start from somewhere. And I guess some representation is better than none. I think naturally I give everybody the side eye, and maybe those are my own issues, not the actual politics.
I actually do too. I give the side eye too, but I'm just trying to be optimistic on this one, because I was thinking about voting for Trump, and then I actually started paying attention to this man, and I was like, no, not him. If it was a different Republican, maybe. I'm open to both sides that'll further my initiative. But I say start with them and keep our foots on their necks and make them acknowledge us and see us and start making changes for us.
Okay. I hear you. And I'll say this before I let you go. True, I want to say this. I encourage every black person to vote for the candidate that you think is going to do the best job, but open yourself up. Just because a candidate is Republican, it don't mean that they're bad. Like I don't like that a lot of black people feel like they have to vote a certain way, because you should be educated on both sides to make a truly educated decision.
Mm-hmm. That's so true.
So
that is true. But good talking to you, Storm. Thank you so much. You have a good night.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Yeah, she made some damn good points. Tina, your device is not connected, Tina. We need to fight for reparations. Let's get it and move on. Let's get our happy 40 acres in Mule. Okay, now speaking about reparations, keep it real with me. Number one, are y'all really ready for reparations? Number two, what is a proper reparations plan? Because you're not going to get the dollar amount that you want. So I know everybody's saying, no, that's not enough. That's not enough. No, pick a number, arbitrarily pick a number. But what I think is we need to represent a plan. And I think the reparations plan should come with several options depending on the black person, right? So I think it should be number one, you get an option to leave the country. Basically, they get you a passport to your country of choice. Well, you can't really do that because they have to make you a citizen. Basically, I think one option should be they will pay your way out of America. I think that's one. Another option should be land. I'm open to discussing free healthcare, dental care, free all health shit for the next 200 years. Because slavery was what, 400? 200? Damn it. Oh, I should know that. 200 and something. Slavery never really ended, because then you have to talk about Jim Crow too. Anyway, the amount of time we get it should match the time we was enslaved. Another option, if they want to do free college, give us free college and cancel student loans. A big part of reparations should be student loan forgiveness, because that's one thing you can't fall off in bankruptcy. It holds us back from getting houses. It really holds you back from doing a lot of shit. So I would be open to that. I just think I think we need a little bit more education on what's going to come with reparations, consequences behind it, and exactly what we want. Because everybody running around saying we want money, it's like, The government don't want to give you no money. Erase our debts, especially student debt, free healthcare education. I would say definitely student debt. I don't know if you can just do all debts. I think if they erase all your debts, then they probably gonna kick your ass out the country. And I'd be okay with that, starting over somewhere else. But I think land, student debt should be forgiven, and it should go back a certain amount of years and go forward a certain amount of years. You could do the last 200. When did Black people start going to college? When the student loans start being given out? Go back to when they started. Go forward to the 400 years. All student loans forgiven. It should be free healthcare. It's something. Where are we going? Most Black people don't know where they are from. That's true, but you know what, Trina? Still, it's a lot of young Blacks that they gonna go to Africa. They're gonna go to Asia. A lot of not a lot, but some Black people go like study abroad in different countries, and they would love to have their way paid in the country of their choice. I don't know. Maybe I'm talking out the side of my ass. But... What's going on, Michelle?
Hey guys, hey Storm.
Hey.
FYI, before I talk about my favorite subject. Oh wait, I know noise. Sorry.
Yeah.
You would think I'd know better.
That's okay.
Okay, FYI, just for me, Bob is the name of the pineapple cup.
Yes, it is.
Okay. All right, and what I just wanted to say is that I've been thinking about reparations and listening to some of the MSNBC commentators, and I think that mortgage forgiveness would be a great thing. Just anybody that has a house, and just forgive the mortgage from that date. Just pay it off and let it go. I mean, that would help me a great deal.
Okay.
If all I had to do was pay my taxes.
That would be okay. That could be even the equivalent of giving you land, because a lot of people yell out about land, but it's like, okay, what you gonna build on it? At this point, most Black people are not in certain fields anymore because we got tricked into going into corporate instead of sticking with the brick land and construction. So most Black folks don't even know nobody that can even build us a house. So I like that. That would be okay, kind of like a housing voucher, but mortgage forgiveness. That would help out a lot of Black people. It would.
Mm-hmm. And in Chicago, our men, the Black and the brown, were locked out of the unions when it was time to recruit. They locked us out of the union. And now in Chicago, there's a shortage in all of those types of jobs. And I always thought we were tricked into overlooking it also, because I noticed that white women were quite proud to have a husband who was in construction and wore the boots and the hats and climbed the ladders and built the buildings. They were proud to say that. But for some reason, it was made for us to be like something wrong, and they were making a lot of money.
Yeah.
And so we also got duped.
We did, but Michelle, I speak from the perspective of like being a 90s kids, and for us that were 90s, late 80s, even early 2000s now, a lot of times you've seen your parents work those jobs as bus drivers, truck drivers like mine, real like actual jobs, and they would come home from a hard day's work. Maybe they hated their boss, and they like, you stay in school. Don't you ever do this. You don't want to do this type of work. This is hard on your body. And I think a lot of that has talked us out of going into those fields too. But yeah.
My cousin tried to, she wanted me to come out. She said, get out the office and come out here and drive these trucks with me. And I couldn't do it because I'm afraid of rodents.
Oh,
I can't be doing garbage. I don't care how much it pays.
Yeah, and
but
I couldn't.
I would love to have someone who could build a deck, build a shed, build something. Those are in high demand actually in Chicago. It's actually a big deal, a big issue, and that's really because they really shot themselves in the foot by closing us out.
Yeah.
And not accepting any black or brown people in those unions.
And what they got and the thing is, right, even if we're shut out of certain industries, there should be enough of us to where we don't need them anymore. And I want us to get to the point of self-sufficiency where just like the Hispanics can only deal with Hispanics, we should be able to only deal with us if we want.
Yes, I try to whenever possible.
Yeah. But thank you, Michelle, for coming on.
Thank you.
Take care.
Congrats on the car.
Thank you. Bye-bye. All right, Valentina, you back?
Yes, I'm back. Hey, I don't think that we're ever going to get reparations because white people's greatest fear is black people rising up. We make up the majority of the economy, and they would be afraid that we will build a Black Wall Street back again and support our communities. So therefore, they're going to be losing because think about it. Everything is made off of our backs. All the money that America makes is the majority of it comes from black people. So I don't think they will ever give us reparations, to be honest.
I don't think they will either. Unfortunately, they should have gave it to us years ago, and I don't think we are now. And that's why I want people. Well, let me say this too. I guess it will be possible if we had more people on board, but I just want us to keep an open mind because for some reason, just asking for money, even though that would be easiest because they just print money anyway, that ain't even backed up by gold. Just asking for money, they don't really want to give that to us. But to discuss free college, free healthcare, free something, it's a debt that's going to have to be paid because that karma is something else. That's why America is going through what it's going through now. But I don't think people are in tune with the spirit to realize that. But yeah.
Yeah, I agree because I look at the Seminoles down here in South Florida, like their reparation is sweet. Like they get money, big money per child. And the healthcare, they have great healthcare, they have like great businesses and everything is, put into their own community. So to think that black people would have that power to rebuild a Black Wall Street and we have our own banks that would give us the loans that the white people don't give us. So therefore we will have our own businesses and put it back into our community. Therefore we will be in power. They would never give that to us. And then going to other countries, we're not wanted there either. Unless we go to the islands. We're not wanted.
Well,
I've watched videos on Asians and how they treat black people in different parts of Asia. You go to the Middle East, any of the white countries, sorry to be so blunt about it, but the white countries, you even look at South America, like we're not wanted anywhere, to be honest. Let's keep it real. We're not.
We're not. Yeah, they don't even like their own Afro-Latin people. They still not going to like us. Yeah, that is true.
Exactly. So where we're gonna go? Unless we, unless they give us a large piece of land somewhere where all the black people could go, and then we build, build ourselves up. That would be the only way. Otherwise, where are we gonna go?
Yeah.
So I would think that the best thing is just basically okay. Well, I don't even think there's really an answer for it, to be honest. There's really not this? Because we wouldn't even know what to do.
Well, yeah, that's true because we don't have leadership anymore. So that is very true. What if they said, okay, you know how you have reservations? You have so much open land in this country. What if, they gave us land in Wyoming, Montana, Arizona, New Mexico that's not being used? Let's just say Wyoming and Montana. And carved out these spaces and said, okay, this belongs to you. This is yours. Run it. This is your own little community. Just like they got reservations. Would you be open to something like that?
I would be open to something like that as long as we could build our own, like way back in the day when we did have like I said, the Black Wall Street and the black banking where we could get the business loans and like I said, put it back into our own community. But they're too afraid of that because then we would be the power.
Yeah.
They would never give that to us.
Yeah.
The economy, if we really think about it, look at a stimulus check. I guarantee that the majority of Black people that got the stimulus check spend their money on bullshit. They didn't invest. There's a lot of, investment companies that they could, invest $5, $10, and buy shares they're selling for 50 cents, $1, $2, $5. Nobody didn't do that. They went out and bought, stuff. And so guess what? It went right back into the white economy. So to give Black people that power, no, they're not going to do that.
Yeah.
Sorry.
You
And
got
that's
a
the
point.
truth.
Got a point. Well, thank you, Valadina.
Thank you.
Have a good night now.
You too. Bye-bye.
All right. And we're going to end tonight with Tina. Tina, we're going to end with you tonight. What's going on?
Okay, I might piss off a lot of Black people. I'm Black, so I want to say that first.
Okay.
A lot of times, us Black folks, we don't take the time to do research, to look up policy, to look behind what a politician is saying besides how they look. Now, a lot of people might disagree with me, but Trump, I'm for Trump. I'm going to tell you why. How many Black presidents, how many presidents, period, went and let a lot of Black folks out of prison? I'm waiting. Obama didn't do that. All Obama did was wrote executive order for gay rights people to get married and to carry each other on insurance. I'm not against that. I'm just saying that's all that he done. If it wasn't for Trump, a lot of us would be having to take mandatory vaccination shots right now. If you would talk to a lot of people in New York, a lot of Black folks will tell you Trump gave me money to start me a business. Trump built a lot of jobs in New York. I'm not from New York, but I know people from New York. Okay. Trump also, all these unemployment, he wrote executive law. They trying to stop him from doing a lot of stuff. When he tell you fake news for real. A lot of people against Trump, because the media paid him as being racist. I'm not saying he for Blacks, because only Blacks can be for Blacks. What I'm saying is he not all against us. When he keep it real, Black folks go, oh, he said that our schools are raggedy, our neighborhoods is tore up. How dare him? He told the truth. Our schools are raggedy. Our neighborhoods are raggedy. He said, take a chance on me. He told the truth. I have seen Trump help a lot of people. Unemployment, he wrote into executive law for us to get more unemployment. Republicans and Democrats, they started arguing with each other. They done got millions of dollars from the PP loan, but yet the unemployment, they ain't ready to do anything.
You preaching.
Okay, but Blacks, all you gotta do is tell a Black person, oh, that person is prejudiced and everybody against, instead of going and look at Trump policies and what he's trying to do and how he is calling out a lot of people that's politicians and stars. They not doing that. I ain't gonna say argue, I debate with so many people of my kind on Facebook. I have so many people, oh, you a white person lover, or you can't be trusted, or this and this and this and that. And I'd be begging them, go look at his policy. They go, oh, well, he said this. Storm, how many of us done said some racist stuff in our private home about another race that's not us? How many of us? I have.
I mean, the stuff I talk is all online, so I can't hide from nothing.
But I'm just saying, I have. They go, oh, well, look what his niece said about him. How many of us that's doing good in life, that's a family member that's talking crazy about us, that's chopping us up, that's lying?
Amen.
A lot of us. Don't come. I'm telling you, if the Blacks vote for Biden, we're gonna go into the worstest recession ever if he win. Biden is not for us. He trying to do the song and dance to get us to vote for him. I'm telling y'all, they need to put Trump back in there. That is our best choice. our best choice. I'm not
But
saying, oh, he for the blacks. I'm just
right.
not. I'm saying that he's not against us all
And
the way. He's
but isn't Joe Biden like? I'm not trying to be funny. Don't he got? I can't pronounce it. But Alzheimer's. Don't he got? He losing it, ain't he? I ain't trying to be funny, but ain't he kind of
yeah,
losing it? In the
yeah, he losing it. Yeah.
Because
Oh
he be
yeah.
talking, and I'm like, oh, I mean, and don't get me wrong. I wish we had a president that wasn't on social media as much. I know that's the new thing, but I kind of wish we didn't. I kind of wish I didn't know as much about Trump as I do. I'll say openly, I don't trust none of them, but I don't like Biden either. I don't, and I don't like Hillary, and that's just my opinion. So
I don't like Hillary either. She ain't for us. Obama won for us too.
he's for him. These people are for themselves. These people are for themselves, and I think we just need to get whatever we can out of them. Either way.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
But thank you so much, Tina, for coming on.
Okay. All right. Thank you. Okay. Bye.
Bye. Ooh, man, I came out on her for 2 hours. Before we go, I did have to talk about Coffee by Kofi really quick. A high energy, high starter caffeine roast. Let me tell you something. If you got a long day ahead of you, get you some Coffee by Kofi. If you need to use that bathroom and you know you ain't been taking your colon cleaner like you're supposed to, get you some Coffee by Kofi. If you got kids you got to deal with, get you some Coffee by Kofi. This coffee is going to have you running all day, just like me. You know, it ain't going to have you running, but it's going to have you running. No, this is some Usain Bolt in a bag, all right? The best part of waking up is Black owned in your cup. And remember, if you are going to put anything down your throat, it might as well be Black. Coffee by Kofi in the description box below. All right. Okay, so this is pretty much what I plan on doing to the challenge. And now let me talk about my little self here before we go. I want to customize it somewhat. This right here, I love this. I know that's some country stuff right there. I'm not going to do that. That's very country. But I'm looking for like, not that color, but that type of paint that kind of looks like metallic. Do y'all see what I'm saying? That metallic-y type of paint. That's exactly what I'm looking for. So for everybody that was like, what you going to do to the Challenger? Pretty much this new paint job, rims on it. Definitely going to do black rims. The interior. And that's that. How to get into stock. I would look up videos on YouTube. I can't give you stock advice, but I know that Acorns is a good way to start, and Stash is too. Let's see what else. Vote in Biden here. Hey, vote for who you want to. Just do your research. What's wrong with country? Oh no, that's just a joke. Like sometimes when you do too much stuff to cars, it starts to look country. Like it look like you're gonna be parking it in somebody's yard next to a car that's like parked on bricks. Like that's what just it gives me that vibe. Don't let no one drive your car. Oh, I'm not. Let's see what else. Is holographic, is two-tone, iridescent paint. Thank you, iridescent. Okay. I kept trying to figure out what that paint was called. What colors? It's going to be more like blue. So let's see. Iridescent blue car. Let's see, Dodge Challenger. Let's see what comes up here. Yes. Do y'all see how do y'all see that? That is tight. Do y'all see that? I don't have an SRT. I don't have a Hellcat. I don't have that thing at the bottom like that. But yo, that is tight. Do y'all see this color? That color is hot. I don't care what nobody. That is hot. I don't want that sticker in the window. That. Thank you, Midnight Blue. Okay, city folks do it too. They do. Oh, don't go to bed mad, Shay. Don't go to bed mad. This was a great live. Do more of these. I will definitely. Okay, they would leave that corn bricks in. But like I said, Kimberly, they better chop it up, because if they don't, I'ma beat they ass. I'm just letting you know. Storm, everybody will spot you out. Oh my God. It's nice, but you're gonna get, how am I gonna get pulled over if I'm following the law? Get a rap, don't paint. Okay. What about, let's see. I like that one too. So what, I can only do something like that? Ain't nothing wrong with that, but I want the shiny. Look at them lights though. Them lights is hot. Them lights is hot. Insurance gonna be high as fuck. My insurance already went up. I ain't gonna tell them I do any customizations. Don't tell them. Wait a minute, Challenger, Dodge Challenger. Now I'm just talking about my damn personal life. LED lights. Inside. Interior. Look at this though. Look at that. Imagine me turning my car into that on the inside. So then you get in and it's just like you just feel warm and juicy. I love that. Anyway, thank you guys so much for tuning in tonight. Like, comment, subscribe, share if you care. If you want to do business with my channel, email me, stormmonroebusiness@gmail.com or monroestorm59@gmail.com. I am always accepting advertisers on this show. Yeah, I know your advertising going to be a little funny because that's just how I get down. Other than that, guys, I love you. Like, comment, subscribe, share if you care. And I will catch you guys later. Do you have oily skin, dry skin, or even a combination of both? Do you suffer from acne, hyperpigmentation, eczema, psoriasis, and a myriad of other skin issues out there? Pretty much, no matter what you got going on with your skin, Shay's Creations has a solution for you. Shay's Creations is made in a home, all right, not in a laboratory. It's 100% organic, and this company focuses on skin toning, acne, hyperpigmentation, and preventing inflammation. If you're interested, all of the links to the website and social media info is in the description box below. This video has been sponsored by Bella BT. Now, ladies, do you want to bring the spa home to you? Are you ready to rejuvenate that V all while using natural herbs? This V steam is taking over feminine care from sea to shining sea, helping women with fibroids, fertility issues, stress relief, and more. And we can even get them cycles back on track. Use Bella BT, that is owned by licensed esthetician Brittany McDonald. All of her contact information is in the description box below. Hair up now and use that Bella BT so you don't be walking around with the spoiled rotten cookie. Escucha a Nitrion Music on YouTube para la música latina con salsa, merengue, dopies, bachata y más. La música es para las personas hablar inglés y español. Now, to listen to Nitrion's music, check out the link to his YouTube channel and the link to his IG page. It is all in the description box below. Are you tired of suffering from bloating, constipation, and other digestive issues? Are you ready to finally lose that F.U.P.A, but that just never seems to go away? Then consider using my colon cleaner. And yes, you heard me right, my colon cleaner. This colon cleaner is made of 100% organic psyllium fiber and has helped people reverse IBS, lose weight, and so much more. All of the information and contact info for the creator of my colon cleaner is in the description box below. This product here keeps my skin smooth, smelling good, and of course it is made with all natural ingredients, so I don't have to worry about breaking out and my eczema acting up. What I like to do is to give me $1 for this, rub it in the desired areas that you want to smell good. It's not cute to be ashy, gives you some lotus radiance. Are you struggling with hair growth issues? Or are you ready to finally be able to actually put your hair in a real ponytail and not that little knob? Have you found that beauty supply products leave your hair dry, flat, useless, and dull? And are you ready for a change? And if you are, you need to try some moo grease. This product was created for us, And nothing will change about your hair if you don't change your regimen. This product can be used in old people, young people, it doesn't matter. The products are 100% vegan, and all of the information